When we think about female pleasure, we think about the clitoris, that gland, that pearl, 10,000 nerve endings. But the clitoris continues inside the body. We can't see it, but we can feel it. There are many erogenous zones on your vulva that most of us have never explored. First, we have the inguinal crease. It's that little area between your inner thigh and outer labia. You put your hands in with some oil and you just stroke and you massage. And it feels really nice. And when I'm working with a client that is paralyzed or has some sort of nerve damage, they always enjoy the inguinal crease and feel the most there. Then if we work from the outside in, we hit the outer labia. You can just massage those. Take the head of your vibe, press in. So we're pressing kind of into the side of the clitoris, but not right on her. Indirect clitoral stimulation. For some reason, the right side of my labia at the top is more sensitive than any other spot. So take your hand, your vibe, and go up your entire outer labia, top to bottom. Press in. Play with the pressure. See what you prefer. Now, if I had to pick one spot that most women like, it's the clitoral shaft. You can find it by taking your two fingers, going above your clitoral gland and pressing in and going side to side. You're going to feel something that feels like a rubber band. That's your clitoral shaft. And you can stimulate it with your hands or your fingers. You can do a little wishbone past it. And it makes sense because you have a rubber band with 10,000 nerve endings on the end. And it feels good to move it back and forth. Again, indirect clitoral stimulation. Then there's an area that we had to name in a workshop. I was trying to describe where I touch myself, and there was no word coined for it. So someone yelled out, "You should call it the underclit." So thank you. The little area below your clitoral gland and above your vaginal opening. It's smooth. And if you stroke it, you can do a straight up and down. Sometimes we press in. It feels really nice to kind of stroke up from the vaginal opening right under your clitoral gland. And play with the speed, play with the pressure. It feels really nice. The inner labia, taking your fingers in a wishbone and going in between your inner and outer labia, you're stroking those legs and bulbs of the clitoris. It feels so nice. Sometimes I take my vibrator and I just put it on the edges of my inner labia. And it's like, whoo, I feel it everywhere. Then we have the vaginal opening. There are a ton of nerve endings right on the outside. So we call this playing at the hole. We take our fingers with some oil and we just circle. And we circle. You can even put the head of your vibrator right on that underclit and your vaginal opening. Press in, take it out. Light pressure, press in. Maybe just do a gentle circle. And you can do all these things with your hands. It feels really good. Then we have the perineum, that little area right below your vaginal opening and above your anus. There's erectile tissue there, meaning it fills up with blood when we touch it, and that's how we get aroused. So after an orgasm, I like to put my hand or my vibe right on the perineum and I just stroke it or I just press in, and it feels really, really nice. Then there's the urethral sponge. So if we take our two fingers, go inside the vagina, curl up, we can press or we can stroke. You're going to feel an area that feels lumpy, bumpy, like a sponge. If you keep on stroking it, the sensation is a pressure. Sometimes it feels really, really sensitive. But again, we're getting fully aroused. So all these different areas are available to you. And I find when I work from the outside in, I don't touch my clitoris directly until after one orgasm wave. So when I start in that inguinal crease and then move in, move in, move in, play with the strokes and the pressure, there'll be a moment where I know I'm ready, or after a wave, and then I can go right on my clitoris. So whether or not your clit is hypersensitive or numb, this is kind of the way to get back to sensation or reduce sensation. I'm teaching a class next Saturday, the 13th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. $10 on Zoom. You can register via Calendly. And there I'm able to share explicit imagery and videos and guided podcasts because we really need to see how to touch ourselves and what parts can feel really, really good. I hope to see you there. If you have any questions or you want more information, the link is in my bio or below.